Guys, we are going to solve a problem that is proposed by South Korea in International Mathematical Olympiad in 1992. So the problem is very interesting and also quite difficult to solve. So the problem is 5 raised to the power 125 minus 1 over 5 raised to the power 25 minus 1 is not a prime. We have to prove it, okay? So now look at 5 raised to the power 125. We can write it as 5 raised to the power 25 whole power 5, right, minus 1 over 5 raised to the power 25 minus 1. So let's apply a equal to 5 raised to the power 25, right? So this expression becomes a raised to the power 5 minus 1 over a minus 1. So now this looks more simple. And what can be the next step that is coming in your mind? Definitely you are thinking of the identity, that is a raised to the power 5 minus 1, okay, equal to a minus 1 into a raised to the power 4 plus a raised to the power 3 plus a raised to the power 2 plus a plus 1, right? It's similar to a cube minus b cube formula, okay? That is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. And now b is 1, right? This becomes a minus 1, okay, into a square plus a plus 1, and it becomes a cube minus 1. So that's easy, right? So now our problem statement becomes a minus 1 into a raised to the power 4 plus a raised to the power 3 plus a raised to the power 2 plus a plus 1, right, over a minus 1. Now a not equal to 1, right? So we can cancel them. So this is a raised to the power 4 plus a cube plus a square plus a plus 1. And now if we can factorize it, it means our problem statement is not a prime number, right? They are factors. So our efforts will be try to factorize it, okay? So let's do it. We are going to write it as a raised to the power 4 plus a cube. We are going to write as 6a cube minus 5a cube, okay? For a square plus, we are going to write it as 11a square minus 10a square, okay, plus 6a minus 5a, right? That becomes a plus 1. Now we are going to write plus terms together. So a raised to the power 4 plus 6a cube plus 11a square plus 6a, okay, plus 1 minus 5a cube minus 10a square minus 5a. And now look at these terms. They make a formula of a square plus 3a plus 1 whole square, okay, minus 5a cube minus 10 square minus 5a, right? So a square plus 3a plus 1 whole square minus, as you can see, you can take 5a common here, right? So this will become a square plus 2a plus 1. So this also make a formula, a square plus 3a plus 1 whole square minus 5a into a plus 1 whole square. And now look at here. If we can make it a formula of whole square, okay, then it can give us a square minus b square formula at all. And we know that a equal to 5 raised to the power 25, right? And here is 1 5 associated with this number, and that can give us the even exponent, right? So next, a square plus 3a plus 1 whole square minus, so 5 into a, right? And a is 5 raised to the power 25. So this becomes 5 raised to the power 26 into a plus 1 whole square. So next is a square plus 3a plus 1 whole square minus, and we can take it inside this bracket, okay? So 5 raised to the power 13 into a plus 1, okay, whole raised to the power 2. Now this becomes a square minus b square. So that is a square plus 3a plus 1 plus b, that is 5 raised to the power 13 into a plus 1, right? And a minus b, a is a square plus 3a plus 1 minus b, that is 5 raised to the power 13 into a plus 1, right? So we can factorize them, and now we have to prove that they are greater than 1, right? Because if they are equal to 1, that's supposed to be the prime number, right? So if we can prove these both factors are greater than 1, then our problem is solved. So let's do it. So our first factor is a square plus 3a plus 1 plus 5 raised to the power 13 into a plus 1, right? Guys, you know that a is 5 raised to the power 25, right? So definitely all terms are as positives, so they all are greater than 1, right? As you can see, guys, the next factor is a square plus 3a plus 1 minus 5 raised to the power 13 into a plus 1, right? So now let's decompose it. A square plus 3a plus 1 minus 5 raised to the power 13, a minus 5 raised to the power 13, right? So from here a square and minus 5 raised to the power 13a, we can take a common out, right? So left is a minus here 5 raised to the power 13 plus, let's write 3a minus 5 raised to the power 13 together, remaining is 1, right? As a is 5 raised to the power 25, right? So definitely that is greater than 5 raised to the power 13. So this one is definitely greater than 1, this one also greater than 1, right? So whole expression is greater than 1. Hence 5 raised to the power 125 minus 1 over 5 raised to the power 25 minus 1 is not a prime number, because it has two factors and they are greater than 1, right? So I hope you like this video. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also share it with your friends.